Hey, what's up, you guys? In this video, I'm gonna talk about what makes Halloween one of the best horror movies of all time. I'm gonna give a little bit of my review, what makes it like the best horror movie of all time, and just what it did to the whole genre of the horror films. Okay? So get started. So the first reason why it's such a like one of the best of all time is because it was made in 1978 by an independent director, John Carpenter. He was the one who got to co-write and got to direct and make the score with a very low budget. So that is made in history, being so successful that we're still here talking about it. That's the first reason. The second reason why it's one of the best horror films of all time is because it was one of the first slasher films. The only other slasher film like that was Psycho, and even then, the movie wasn't all around the killing, it was about the plot. But in Halloween, we got to see way more murders, and after Halloween came out, we then got to see Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, even though they did it with their own twist. But John Carpenter was one of the ones who did it first. That's the second reason. The third reason was because it blew up their careers. John Carpenter, after Halloween came out, he got to make The Thing, They Live, Escape from New York, and Big Trouble in Little China. And what else do I need to say? He made so many more classic films after that. And for Jamie Lee Curtis, it also blew up her career because she had such a good scream in that film. She got to be in a few of the Halloween sequels, and she got to make Freaky Friday and Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. So we all benefited after Halloween too. The fourth reason why it's one of the best of all time is because it doesn't need any more reasons. With reason number one, two, and three, that's enough right there. So from now on, I'm going to switch to this video a little bit and turn it into a review about my thoughts on the film directly and just keep going on about that. So let's go. Okay, so this one is going to be more about the review, about the movie, just the movie. And the first thing that I liked was the background. It gets to show you a young Michael Myers, the killer who's about to kill his sister and her boyfriend. So that gets to show you that without any real reason, he's just a psychopath. And when his parents come, you get to see that he's wearing his Halloween costume. So then you know there's something off with that kid. It also gives you like this weird feeling of it just feels so intense because of the score that it has throughout the whole film. When you hear the dun na 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 na, you know something is about to happen, and that happens a lot throughout the movie. So you're always like, what's gonna happen next? So that's a big part of the movie. So I really did like that part. The movie also has some really good screams because of the actors. Jamie Lee Curtis and the co-stars did like a really good job at screaming, like they wanted attention, trying to fight for their lives, not just the simple like he's trying to kill me. Like they were going all in, and the actors did a great job at getting killed because they didn't overdo it and just be like while they're being stabbed. They actually did a real good job at that, and throughout the film there was no real part that was predictable. You never saw one part coming like you see now, like, oh, the girl's gonna run outside and she's gonna do this, she's gonna fall and get this. No, throughout the film, you just see things happen to certain people that you were like, well, what did they do? So when you see the film and you even see Michael Myers standing outside of the school and passing around the car, and you just like, oh no, what's gonna happen now? But you never guess it. You never like, oh, well, I know what's gonna happen. So the reason not being predictable was one of the best reasons. Halloween also has so much anticipation going on for it because Michael Myers, the way he walks, which we're not used to, but at the time we weren't, was the way he chases the victims. He takes his time to just build a moment just by walking after them, and he always manages to catch them. So with him walking, you're like, oh, nah, he won't do it, and then he kills them. So you're always like, oh no, you better run faster, get away. And then he's just like taking his time, and he's gonna get you. And especially when Lori, who is played by Jamie Lee Curtis, when she looks out the window, she gets to see Michael Myers. And at other times outside of the house in other places. But when she looks back, he's usually gone, which makes you think, does he have powers? Is he a magician? What's going on? Is she seeing things? Well, we don't know, but it really builds up the moment with anticipation. And just to wrap this video up, the final part of the review was that it wasn't overly dramatic. Even with the screams and the score and all this going on for it, you still felt like it was genuine. It didn't have blood gushing out of the actors when they were stabbed, and it didn't have like them doing just random things everyday people can't do, except for Michael Myers because he got shot and lived, but because he's something else. But for everybody else, the movie seemed like it could actually happen. So when you know something can happen, it makes the movie that much better because it just makes you feel more scared that it could happen to you right now. Like you just hear the footsteps, like, and then all of a sudden you're done with. So that's the reasons why Halloween changed the horror genre, why it was such a good film, and my thoughts on it as overall. So thank you for watching, and if you want to watch it again, that's up to you. But I'm Hugo Lopez, and that's it. Oh, and that's right. That is my Mickey Mouse pinata right there. And it's pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, so now this is the end of the video.